Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about a brand new camera mode that was announced at the actual Unpacked event, but we didn't see it in any of our devices. And this mode enables us to have a better integration with Instagram directly within the camera app on your Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, or even the S10e. This is TK. Let's go ahead and talk about the brand new Instagram mode in your camera. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you're notified of whenever we push out new videos on all the new features that are coming out to the brand new Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, and S10e. Bookmark is a free website builder service that offers you the opportunity to have a website built from 0 to 100% in about 2 minutes by just answering 7 simple questions. They utilize AI and they call it IDA. And this service actually is pretty cool. By just answering those 7 questions, it gets you from 0 to a full website ready for you to customize to your liking. You can even open up an online store. So the update I'm referring to came in last night at about 445 megabytes. The security patch update is still February 1st, and for the most part, basically generally bug fixes, stability improvements, and of course improvements to performance. The main new thing that we have here is under this here where it says new and/or enhanced features, and that functionality comes in the camera itself. So under the camera, we normally have different modes, and you'll notice all the way on the far left now we have Instagram. And the really cool part about this is that it not only integrates directly with our camera, but it allows us to use all 3 cameras and be able to share directly in Instagram. And you'll notice it's right there, it's very functional. Switching over to the front, you're still able to take pictures. Now, if I switch over to live focus, it stops being part of the Instagram option, but you are able to still share things to Instagram. It just takes a little bit longer. This functionality works really cool. So let's say I want to take a real quick picture. The image itself gets processed and it automatically gets ready to be added to my story. So that's really the main integration here. I'm able to share it with my close friends, my story. I'm able to actually go in there, edit, add different things, just say testing. You know, here it is, testing. And of course, let's say done, and then I can move it here or add it at the top. I can add different emojis, different characters, different options here. All the things that you normally would be able to do. And you can actually just add them right there. So kisses, all of that stuff on the story, and you can pretty much set it. And then when you're ready to do, you can either send it directly in to your story, share it with your close friends, or directly to somebody on your line or your friends. The main benefit here, of course, is just the better integration. And the reason I say this, normally when we go into the actual Instagram application, let's go ahead and go into it. To be able to do the same thing we were doing before we opened up the camera. Now we get all the Instagram filters, but we don't have the ability of using the additional sensors. So you notice there's no way to go to the wide angle lens. There's no way for me to use the telephoto. I'm stuck to whatever I have. So it doesn't mean that you can't use it and you can't add to it later, but I think the integration with it is definitely very functional and it makes it very easy. Now the mode itself is sitting all the way on the far left. You are able to move it closer to the center if you want. You go under the settings tab and you go under camera modes and then edit modes. And you have the ability of basically shifting it, putting it closer to your photo if you like to jump into it right away, keep it where it is, and it basically will work for you the way you want it. The last thing I want to show you guys real quick as far as a sample, this image was taken within the Instagram application, and again, it's pretty much formatted to fit directly within the Instagram UI. But if you use your built-in camera on your device, you're able to fit a much bigger image, especially if you're using the back sensors. You can use the wide-angle lens, the standard focal length, or even the telephoto lens to compose your image correctly and then automatically share it directly into your story. Makes it so much easier and much more of an intuitive connection between the 2 apps, as opposed to having to get the image, say share, and then wait for it to come up, go in here, find the story, wait for it to populate, start doing your options. And then when you get everything set up and then share. All of that stuff is done in a simple motion. It jumps directly into the Instagram application and you're able to go with it. Now, this works with video as well as images. So for the most part, all you do here, you want to take an image, you take an image, it jumps directly into the UI and you're pretty much ready to go. Or if you want to be able to take, let's say, a direct image here, you want to focus on the 10, you want to focus on that just that 1 0, or even take the entire thing, press and hold on the button and you start getting that little recorder option to record video, whatever you want to do, zoom in, zoom out, do all of the stuff. And when you're ready, again, does the exact same thing. Start getting that little recorder option to record video, whatever you want to do, zoom in, zoom out, do all. And you're able to basically share that video directly with audio recorded from your camera onto the Instagram platform. The main benefit here is the ability of being able to use all 3 sensors to be able to take images and post directly to our story. It doesn't currently integrate directly within the feed, but you are able to go into story, save it, and then post it directly into your feed if you want to do that. But if you're just wanting to go about your day and want to be able to update your story and update your fans or your followers or your families and friends, All of the things you need to do, just go into the camera app, take your picture, post it, share it, and you're done in literally almost 2 steps. This feature for the most part is obviously targeted to everybody that loves using Instagram, and not only that, loves to be able to update their stories all the time out of their devices. And the reason why I say that is because using the native camera app will always provide you with better images than what you normally get out of the, let's say, the Instagram application. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you can't jump out into the wide angle lens or the telephoto lens within the Instagram app. By default, it uses the standard focal length 12 megapixel sensor on the back, and you're limited to using that. And on the front facing sensor, you don't have the ability of turning on HDR within it. So the way it works is very simple. As soon as you take that image, it gets it ready to be posted directly into your story. You can edit it, add your tags, your graphics, and then just share it with everybody that you'd like. We don't have a direct integration right now with the feed. That one, for the most part, you just take a regular image, go into your camera reel, hit the share button, wait for the feed. It's the standard option. I'm hoping they'll give us a little bit more options in there in the near future. But when I first heard and saw this at Instagram, well, at the Unpacked event that Instagram was going to be added, I was excited because this is something that makes my life a little bit easier. Not only does it give me access to the full potential of my sensors on my device, but it also integrates with one of the applications that I love to share my images and, of course, share with you guys all the time. So if you haven't yet, make sure to check the description below. I'll have my link to my Instagram and my Twitter accounts. Of course, that's where I share a lot of my camera samples as well as some of the stuff that I'm working on. But overall, this is a really cool update that should be coming out to most devices. Now, what I have is the unlocked Snapdragon version of the S10 Plus, and that's why we received the update right away. The carrier versions of the S10 line of devices in the US will probably receive this update in maybe a few weeks, a few days, depending on how long it takes for the carriers to get this thing packaged correctly and pushed to our devices. So don't worry, it's coming, and for the most part, it looks great and it works very, very nicely. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know in the comments below what else would you like for me to cover for you guys on the S10, S10 Plus, or S10e. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.